Hello everyone, I'm Deszi the Coyote and welcome to my channel, or as I affectionately like to call, the Den. So today I have a reading and I'm hopeful and always expecting that this message will reach all that need to hear it or receive it. So this reading is going to be about how you are significant, how your journey here, how your soul being here, how you in general just are significant. So we're going to go through and you pick whatever pile that you feel called for. We have 4. And we're going to see just how and why you are wonderfully significant to this walk that we're currently on, this journey. Okay, so go ahead and pick your pile and I'll meet you there. All right, welcome to your reading, group 1. Just getting your cards shuffled, or the deck shuffled rather. Okay, so we're going to find out how significant and how you are significant at this time. Okay, so we're going to start with some tarot. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all the beings that help us and guide us for the highest good of all in love and light, please come forth and help in this reading and assistance in making sure that the message comes through clearly for all those who are tuning in at this time. Okay. Some sage. Got incense going. Okay. Ooh. How are those in group? Yours in view. How are they significant? Those in group that choose group 1, how are they significant? Please share the wonderful ways in which pile 1, group 1 is significant. Please and thank you. And I do read reversals, so just a heads up. Except for if it's oracles. I don't really do reversals with oracles. Sometimes it just depends on the deck. Okay. Oh, look at that, look at that. Okay, Temperance in reverse on the bottom. Let's see. So we have the Lovers, the Hermit, 8 of Wands, the Moon in reverse, and the Sun. This right here is standing out to me at this time. So we have the Moon in reverse and the Sun. I think that those who chose this pile may sometimes feel like they are walking a path that is very solitary, very alone. Even if you're not always lonely, you may have bouts of feeling alone. But you also kind of, or maybe you don't know, right? Because this is how you're figuring out or finding out or clarifying or confirming your significance. And you really don't need this, because the fact that you exist is enough to know and be aware of how significant you are. But Spirit, the universe, all of it is wanting to bring this information to you really, really clearly and quickly. They're wanting you to know that I think sometimes you think you're shrouded, like people can't really see how you are, like how loving, right, with this lovers, how willing you are to connect and to come together with people. And I think for you all, it may seem at times that you may extend your energy, yourself, your spirit, just who you are, but it's like maybe people don't always meet you there, but spirit is wanting you to know, like, this is why you're significant. Because even though you keep giving out this wonderful, beautiful, loving energy, it's beautiful and it's bold, and you may feel like, man, this stuff just doesn't balance out. It's not balanced what I give. Look right under here, look at this, the Queen of Wands right underneath it, I think, and then the Hangman behind that in reverse. I think what is probably coming to this reading to let you know that you guys are beautiful. Like, you're beautiful, like full of light, full of love, full of that divine energy. And it may not feel as you always get back what you put in or what you give to others, but they're wanting you to know, like, how much they appreciate, like, this light, this energy. And you may be the type of people that when things are like concealed, like, people may not want to acknowledge certain things, and you may find that you come across people, places, or things that are like not really wanting to see what is underneath the rug, so to speak, right? And spirit is kind of like, you guys are the type of people who are like, let's bring it into the light, and that's understand it, let's do something about it. Like, we don't have to shame it or shun it. That's what I'm getting from this. So let me see, I'm gonna do a little bit of my Lenormand and see what oracles want to come out of how you guys are significant. That's kind of how it's expressed, though. You guys are like, you may you may feel like it's a solitary journey that you're walking, but it's like you're leaving trails of light. It's like I'm just seeing footprints, and then like trails of just light encased in every single footprint. It's actually really beautiful. Anything else you would like to share with group 1? Spirit guides, please and thank you. Yes. You have the tree. 7s or 5s could be pretty significant. You have the man. Ooh. Wow, you have the bridge. That's what I'm saying. I'm just seeing like this pathway, and you guys, I don't know, maybe what you do, you lead people into more uplifted, more light energy. Even with this card, right, this tree might be a glare. This tree is like this huge, like, solitary tree, but there's so many root systems, right? Not even sure if that'll show up, but there's so many root systems in a tree. There's so many branches, there's so many, so it's like you can, it's reaching so many different things. Yeah. I think at times you guys may feel like you could be a little mischievous about the ways that you go about, or it could seem mischievous, or it could seem to some people like you're kind of tricky with the way you bring people to these understandings. I don't get it's in a malicious way at all. It, again, as a coyote for my own personal totem, I completely understand it. Let's see. Let's see what else wants to come through. How is group 1 significant, and how can they continue to align with their significance? Continue to have grace. Continue to be in a state of grace. It may not always look or feel, again, you may feel lonely at times, but just be more great. Just not more graceful, because this is why you're significant. Keep being in that state of grace about it. Like, again, like I said, even with that fox spirit, I don't get malicious energy off of it. I really get like, it's kind of like tricky energy, but for the highest good, right? I don't get it in a malicious way at all. This is significant because sometimes people don't even realize like their life is being transformed or affected just by their interactions or the things that you do, you know? And you may not even realize it sometimes, because like I said, you're walking and there's these footsteps of just beautiful gold energy left behind you. Sorry, I'm trying to light another incense. Oops. Let's see what else we got. Observation. Make sure I'm putting this in view. It's a little glitter right there. Let's put it there. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. I think that you guys may be able, you're significant because you may be able to see the intricacies of how maybe the world works or life works because of how you view things, because of how you see it. And I think you guys move through that in such a graceful way. I think that it could seem lonely, your journey, because I think some people see how gracefully you move through it, that they may not think that you come up against the same challenges as others do, but you absolutely do, and maybe even a bit more, right? But I don't think Spirit wants you to kind of hold on to that energy of maybe not feeling like you're always being met with the same energy. I think they're wanting you to know, like, it's coming. Let's see. I want to know what's coming. What's coming to help Group 1 better marvel in how significant they are to this journey that we are all on at this time. And you guys probably already see it with this observation, but we're gonna love you up a little bit right now. A lot of it. Yeah, you guys should feel, you should understand and know, like, you are in such, or bring such a beautiful space and state of harmony. That's what that is, harmony. That's and it brings harmony for you, and aligning with the things that you want to do, that's true to you. So that's kind of that's what they want you to know is coming out of that for you. Harmony. Beautiful, beautiful harmony. All right, Group 1, that's all I have for you at this time. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this message served you well. All right, Group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm Deszi the Coyote, and we're going to see how you are significant. Again, you are significant because you are here. That is enough for you to understand your significance, okay? But we're going to go in a little bit more and figure out how you are particularly, uniquely significant. How is it expressed, your uniqueness, okay? Got some sage burning. I'm just going to move that over. Clearing out the space from the last reading. We're going to start with some tarot. Okay. Alright, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all the beings that help us and guide us for the highest good of all in love and light. Please join us as help us to understand what makes group number 2 significant. How are they significant? How is that particularly uniquely expressed for group 2? All right. Let's see. I'm getting like those in this group may identify or the element of air or wind elements, elementals. They could be really significant to you. I've actually been getting a lot of messages from the element of air with the wind lately, but I feel I actually got a message at the beginning of the year when I did my yearly kind of tap in with spirit about wind energy and its great influence throughout this year. That will be throughout this year. But I'm getting that may be significant to this group. I'm getting like a lot of things may be cleared out and blown away. Okay, so let's see. Wow. Air energy out the deck. Six of Swords. Ace of Wands in reverse. I do read reversals. Two of Coins. Let's do one more. Five of Wands. Oh, there it is. Four of Wands in reverse. A lot of let's see what's on the bottom. I know you probably get. Okay, we got air on the bottom too. We got swords. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me just move this over a touch. Okay. Spirit, I think they're wanting you to know you guys are significant because you're constantly kind of flowing to calmer waters, right? You're trying to find the equilibrium. You're trying to balance things out. With this Ace of Wands reverse in between the Two of Wands and the Two of Coins and the Six of Swords, I'm just getting this energy of just like you guys will not kind of take the opportunities of just like maybe always diving into what's passionate or over letting big emotions kind of take the lead, or you're kind of trying to balance it out. You guys are significant because you're kind of like the level-headed. The level, it's not even just in the mind though, right? It's level, it's keeping the energy level. Like that's important, right? We can't have everyone popping off. You can't have everyone crashing out. So I can understand like how significant that is. But this Five of Wands in reverse, I'm kind of getting this energy again. If there's like a lot of people, places, or things around you, and they're just like, you know, we kind of want to do it this way, or we want to do it that way. You guys are kind of like, you know what? Let's take a minute. Do it whatever way you feel called for. If you don't see that there's actually a way for it to be like this is a good foundation where we can come together before it turns into like backstabbing or like people trying to figure out one way to get over on another person, you guys are like, how about we just let it go before we betray ourselves and others? And that's actually pretty significant. especially if you're thinking about, you know, different parts of the world and the climates we're in. Like, that's significant to be able to say, like, let's just go to a calmer space, place within ourselves and outside of ourselves. Let's balance things out. Let's not always ride on these big emotions and feelings, not because they don't matter, but because it's actually better to not scourge or scorn the land that we have to live on, or the places we have to exist within ourselves or outward, just because, you know, that's just what we're feeling, right? I think that's that's how you guys are significant at this time. You guys could probably be really, if you were into activism, you probably could be really, really good activists because of just understanding, yes, I understand the plight, I understand the issue, but this is, I want to direct it in a more calm way, you know, to come to a better outcome, I think, not just for yourselves but for others. I think you guys may have a bit of clarity again from the wind showing up before I even pull cards, the element of air. I think there may be especially at this time, but I think this may just be significant in your life, but it could especially be at this time of just that element really guiding you, really calling upon you. And now I'm getting, you guys probably could have felt a shift going out of last year coming into this year, and I think you're really gonna find it has served you, and it will serve you as soon as the kind of the season of spring comes in. You'll really fall into how you've been noticing. That's kind of how you've been rocking, and that's really cool. That's really significant. Again, that's really awesome. Let's see what else. Wait, wrong deck. Lenormand. Let's see what else oracle-wise we can get for group 2. How does this significance express itself for group 2? Oh, I think it comes off as this beautiful, innocent, childlike energy. Very much so, just like we can, why can we all just get along? Like, we can all just get along. We really can just kind of like, we can all play well with each other. That's really beautiful. It's very childlike. You guys could be, if not pranksters, like, you're the kind of people that are always like cracking like these really I don't want to call them lame jokes, but they're just like, they're lighthearted jokes. Like, I like jokes like that. I feel like I feel like it, again, it's lighthearted, it's cool. With this mountain here, it could seem so hard at times. You guys could, it could be expressed as like, people may tell you at times it just seems like you have a lot on your shoulders, or it you could feel that at times like you're just, it's a lot to have to, or you may feel like it's a lot to have to try to balance energies out with all the things that play, right? Balance people, places, energies, whatever that could be with everything that's at play. Wow, this card came out for group 1, the fox. Again, I don't know if this is just the energy that's wanting to come through at this time, but there is this, like, again, the playful energy, the very much so able to adapt to your different environments, people, places, and things. That's what I get for you guys, able to adapt. One more. Oh, came out for group 1 too. Again, it could very much so I know, like, you never know, but it's like it could be like your friend in group 1, and this is probably the common ground for group 2, but group 1 and 2 could be like besties or something. With this tree right here, again, I don't even think you guys realize how much this energy is just a major, how significant you are, because you affect things in such a profound way. Like, with this tree, I'm getting, it's just like, you sustain and feed so much in such a natural way. Like, you don't have to go outside of yourself to do this. You don't have to feel like, well, then let me keep putting on or taking on more. It's like, no, it's not an accident out of you, and spirit is not saying that that's what you should or should not do. It's more so acknowledging, like, you kind of just exist as a tree that just is nurturing the life around it. You know, the squirrels or the birds that makes homes and nests within it, and the bugs, and all of the things, the fruits that may grow on it. You know, the beautiful life that exists in the soil, from the root systems and things like that. Like, you guys really are sustaining in a very beautiful way. Let's see. How you can continue to align yourself with what is significant, and how you are significant. How can they continue to align themselves with how they are significant? There's another little kid. You guys are going to have to learn to be perhaps a little bit more patient, and to keep continuing to practice patience, because again, people, like, especially with all this wands, you might find that you endure a lot of individuals or situations where it's just like everyone is so freaking hot-headed, you know, so freaking hot-headed. Can't even see perhaps sometimes how they're about to stump their own toes and perhaps injure someone else, or, you know, hurt someone else in the way that they're about to, you know, go about their action. I think you guys may have the perception. I mean, seriously, you guys could definitely, maybe you pick both piles, I don't know, but maybe both. Again, it could just be the energy. But there is a beautiful harmony. Clear on the light, sorry. There's a beautiful harmony that about what you do and who you are. Beautiful harmony. All right, let's get one last message for group 2. Close it out. What you like group 2 to know at this time? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guides, all the beings that help us and guide us for the highest good and love and light. Okay, group 2, last message. Blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. I think that's what's significant about you all. Like, you're always trying to follow and find the common ground and flow of things. And I think you guys should keep trusting that. Keep trusting it. And like I said, I think at this time, the element of air, or the wind particularly, is really helping you guys at this time. But they may be with you always. Surely they may be with you always. But it's truly, you're truly at harmony with kind of what your mission is and which ways you're supposed to go. And even in being able to guide others in that way, but it's more so from this because of you being in a state of patience and just understanding. It may take time for people's energies or feelings or emotions, right, because of those big emotions, to kind of find that equilibrium, that level ground. But that's why you guys are so significant. That's why you guys are truly beautiful. Okay, so that's all we have for you at this time, group 2, and thank you for joining me. All right, hello group 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm Deszi the Coyote, and we're going to see how you are significant, because you absolutely are significant. You being existing means that you are significant. Okay, so we're going to see how you are significant, how that is expressed through you. Okay, we're going to start with some tarot. I got a little sage burning at this time. Okay. Alright, how is those who chose group 3, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all the beings that help us and guide us for the highest good of all, in love and light, please help us to understand how group 3 is significant, because they absolutely are. Okay, how are they uniquely significant. Ooh, the Magician. And I do read reversals of tarot. Sometimes give or take with Oracle, it just depends on the deck. Justice. The Hangman. Man, a lot of big energy coming out for these readings. Five of Cups. And one more, Death reverse. Man, a lot of big energy, right? Let's see what's on the bottom. Two of Coins. Two of Coins. Okay, group 3. You guys are quite capable, quite powerful. You guys really want to make sure that things are fair, that things are balanced. I think you guys have learned a lot from your experiences, and I think you truly understand deep sadness, deep sadness, deep sorrow, deep grief. And I think you guys are significant because when there is this stuck energy, this stagnancy that could be coming about or happening for people, you guys are capable of leveling that energy out. Again, with the Justice and the Two of Coins and the Magician, you guys kind of have this ability to it's really alchemical. You're really able to, I don't want to call it manipulate, because it's not really manipulation. It really truly is your essence, your gift. It's who you are. You're able to balance and transmute it, like move it around. You're able to move energies and things around, especially ones in relation to grief and sorrow and sadness and just things that are lost and people feel like they may not be able to recover from, or you may feel that. And I think you guys have experienced a lot of that energy, and you're actually able, you've actually learned from it, right? Especially, I believe, with this Hangman in reverse, I think you've gained enlightenment from those experiences. Beautiful. And you're like, yeah, like this, I've learned to balance it out. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I appreciate you, group 3. That's awesome. Oh, I keep picking up the wrong deck. Okay, let's get some oracles, some Lenormand. Let's see. How is that expressed? How is this energy of their significance and how they're significant to this journey that we're all on? How is that Ooh. That's a lot. I'll take this one. Oh, it's expressed beautifully. It's expressed as a gift. I think people truly see it as a gift. I think you may see it sometimes as like having to sort through the muck sometimes, but I think other people are just like, man, what a gift. With these flowers, with the bouquet, what a gift. And I think the people who you are able to share that energy with, or to help through those situations, or even if you don't think you've helped anyone and they're just seeing how you move through it, that's so significant for the people that are crossing your path. Okay, it's a gift. Oh, I think it's shown by the way you move on, the way that you keep forging through on your journey, moving ahead, or just managing the tides, right? Again, with that alchemical magician that just pulling out the tools or developing the tools necessary to be able to transmute and move through. Oh, yeah, I think you guys may have, it's been expressed, your significance may have, I hate to say unfortunately, because it's, again, like, it's just a part of our human experiences, but I totally feel and understand if you've had to go through some shitty situations. You're not alone. You are not alone. But it has developed you into such a beautiful soul, a beautiful spirit. It truly has. It truly has. One more. Oh, I think this is funny with this letter. I think Spirit is wanting you to actually get this message, to receive this message, to understand, like, everything that you've gone through, everything that you've experienced, it's not for nothing. Like, and they're wanting you to specifically know that this has developed you and risen your energy, your vibration to such a beautiful degree, and they're grateful for how you've lifted the energy on this plane of existence in this realm. Okay, they're wanting you to know that. They're wanting you to specifically know that what you have experienced, even if you don't think that it has affected anyone, that it affecting you and how you had to go through it has been significant to raising the energetic frequency on our whole plane of existence. Okay, let's get a couple more cards in this deck. Oh, see, I told you they're wanting you to know. They're kind of wanting to celebrate you. They're wanting you to know, like, they're grateful for the work, even if it's just the self work you've done. That's significant. It's important, and it's like they're giving me that when you're on a plane, if the plane is having issues and stuff, it's like, put your own mask on first. Well, they're like, thank you for putting yours on first. Like, even if you couldn't help anyone, they're just like, thank you for, you know, doing your part. They're appreciating you looking after yourself, because that's important. Okay, and new beginnings, they're wanting you to know you might have been through a lot of stuff, and you're just like, yeah, I don't really understand why any of this has been happening, and they're wanting you to know it's happening because it happened, and it's happening because, you know, it was integral to development of you, and that's so important. Like, that's so important. But they're also wanting you to know that there's some beautiful new beginnings coming in, and they're celebrating you, and they're very much proud of you, very much grateful that you chose to embark on it, and keep going. So let's get one more card to finish up group 3. Oh, here we go. Oh, patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. I think this may have been going on for quite some time for you guys. And, you know, again, you're kind of learning and have learned how to move through that energy when it feels stuck, right? You're maybe learning or have learned that sometimes you're just going to have to be patient and let things go at its pace and keep going. And, that's significant, especially in a culture sometimes where it is that hustle mentality. It is that, you know, we got to get it now. We got to have everything now. Instant gratification. You know, you want to watch a show? Look it up. Watch it right now. You don't have to worry about waiting too long for the next episode or next episode. You kind of can just watch them all back to back. And, you know, and it's not just with those things, right? There's many things that are kind of just on demand at our hands at any given time. But I think you guys, there hasn't been things on demand that you kind of needed at those times, so you kind of had to let it develop. You kind of had to be patient and let it unfold, and that is so significant. So significant. And you are so significant. Okay, group 3, that's all I have for you, and I hope this message serves you beautifully, and thank you for joining me. All right, group 4, welcome to your reading. I'm Deszi the Coyote. We're going to find out how you are significant, because you absolutely are significant. Okay, We're going to start out with some tarot. I got some sage burning, clearing out some energy. Just making sure everything is ready to go. Okay. Okay. So, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, all the beings that help us and guide us for the highest good of all, in love and light, please come through and help us better understand how those who chose group 4 are absolutely, uniquely, beautifully significant to our journey at this time. Please and thank you. I do read reversals. 7 of Swords. First card out, 7 of Swords. Except for maybe with Oracle. I don't usually always do reversals with oracles. 6 of Cups. The Sun in reverse. How is group 4 significant? 2 of Cups. And one more. Oh, excuse me. Group 4. 8 of Cups. Oops. Okay. 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see what we got here. You guys are significant because you kind of are love bugs. You kind of are like when you feel that you have kind of been taken advantage of or tricked or taken from, or those around you, especially with the 6 of Cups. It could be people that you find to be loving, or people that you love, or children even. You could find animals too. You could find that it makes you deeply deeply saddened, hurt when these things happen. And you kind of come together with this idea of like, we don't have to put up with this, you know, it doesn't have to be this way. We can actually just walk away from all of this. And we can stand up with this 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We can stand up for, you know, I have space and the right to kind of be able to develop and grow and to become what it is that I am, or who it is that I am, or what I believe in. And we really don't have to kind of like stab each other in the back about it. You guys are significant because you kind of, that's like the embodiment of who you are. I just want to see what's under here. Yeah, you guys are kind of like when there's people you don't feel like you can come together with and stuff like that. You kind of just are like, you know, I know there's people, places, and things I can come together with. I'm gonna walk away from this. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's so significant because we have a lot of people, places, and energies that kind of stand in unhealthy dynamics and places and spaces, or kind of build those spaces for people to stand in. And you guys are just like, when you see it, you're just like, no, I love this too much, or it matters to me too much to not let it shine in the trueness that it is. And I'm actually going to walk away from this because I'm not going to subject this energy, place, thing that is an embodiment of love or something that you love. You're not kind of gonna stand for it. So that's why you're significant. You guys really, you kind of are the love bugs. You kind of stand up for love or things that you love. That's wonderful. Okay, let's see how this is expressed. We're going to use some oracle, some Lenormand, and see how this is expressed. How does group 4 express this energy, or their significance? It's in everything. It's in the paths that you choose. People might say, well, why would you let go of such a great opportunity in your life? Because it's just not real. It's not true to me. It doesn't really go with what I stand for. Why'd you walk away from that relationship? Or, you know, that was a good situation, or, you know, somebody else may see it that way and you're just like, but it really wasn't. You know, there wasn't really the love, the respect, the integrity there, or this thing or person or myself wasn't able to shine in that way. So I just couldn't do it. And that may be rough at times, because it could make you feel like, with this mountain here, that you can't really fit in with what people want you to just accept or just agree with. And it's just like, but you can't, because that's just who you guys are. Like, you just can't go for it. You can't stand for it. And that's okay. And it is tough at times, right? I think that spirit acknowledging that for you. You have the dog. Like I said, you guys may, animals may be significant for you, but one thing for sure that spirit is bringing through of how it's expressed, it's expressing your loyalty. It's expressing your dedication to what you do and what you believe in. It's expressed as loyalty and dedication. We're going to do one more for this deck. How is this expressed? See, your commitment. You got the ring and a dog. Your commitment, your loyalty, your wanting to unionize with the things that are, these things are important to you, and you're wanting to make sure that you're holding space for these beautiful, wonderful things. Okay. All right. Let's see. How else is this coming through for group 4? See what I said? Union. The card came out. It's like you bring together, you unionize this energy of, it's just like, it's like a group, a crew, a team. It's like you want to come together with it. And, but that's awesome, right? Like, all right, group 4. My battery or something cut out for a second. So, all right, union. Okay. So you guys are really good at just creating this unionization and bringing things together. Let's see what else wants to come through for you from this deck. We'll do one more. Expression. Yeah, you guys are not, again, like I said, you guys are like love bugs. I think you are very much so able to express what matters to you and stand up for what matters to you, and you speak out about it. You know, if it's something you care about, you say it, you stand by it. Again, with that loyalty, you don't just idly do nothing, say nothing. You kind of just, like, if I have to walk away because it's not right, then I'll have to walk away, but I'm not gonna just lay down and go along with this. Okay, we're gonna get one more card for you, group 4, to wrap this up. Oh, this one wants to come. Reflection. Let's see. Gotta look clear on that. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. I think this is what this is. I think you guys are kind of like, you see the love in those things, and I think it mirrors back to you. And I think it's just, it's happening. That, you know, it sees it in you, you see it in it, and it's just a reflection. So everything you do is a reflection of what it is that matters to you. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's really sweet. I think you guys are love buds. I'm actually going to do another one for you guys. One more for group 4. Yeah, you guys are courageous. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Because I think you guys really do stand up for things in such a loving way and from a standpoint of true love. And I think it's through just the way you choose to do things. Like, I don't think it's always like a battle and like a physical or like destructive way. I think it's more so in just like, I don't choose that path, I won't go it, I'll go the other path. And that's courageous, because some people might not accept that or think that that's the best way to go, especially with sometimes the larger society of what we exist in. Some, ideals or plans that other people might say like that was an excellent opportunity. You're like, yeah, but it really wasn't for me though. It's not what I truly stand for and believe in. I think that's mighty, and I think that makes you quite significant, and so does spirit. Thank you again for joining me, group 4. That's all I have for you. I hope this message serves you well, and I hope to see you next time.